Yo, you know, so me there I never realized that the mic off, you know. Guys, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Me there talk and not realize the mic off. Thanks to you guys for letting me know what's taking place in the comment section. Sorry about that. I'm here talking and not realizing that the mic was off. Jaja, one of them things there. But as I was saying, welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Welcome back. As per usual, thanks for being here. You guys know the support is very much appreciated. As I was saying, before realizing that my mic was off, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. You guys are probably a bit surprised to see me, but you know, we had to do this live stream. We have a very important guest that we want to interview, and he and his company is a major player in Jamaica's football right now, both from a national standpoint and also as it pertains to club football as well. So, you know, we definitely want to hear his thoughts, his opinions, and as the title of the live stream suggests, his grand master plan for Jamaica's football going forward. Our guest is Conrad Mattison, and he is the owner and operator of 876 Stream. Before I bring him on, first of all, I want to thank you guys for being on. Richard Stewart, Dancehall Topic, Smurf AC, big up on yourself. Second of all, I want to show my appreciation and tell you guys thanks very much for the support. The Formula Sports channel just hit the 5,000 subscriber mark. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a very big deal. And we are very much appreciative of you guys and your support of the channel. I am going to be doing an appreciation post, but I haven't gotten around to doing it as yet. You know, I'll get around to doing that in very short order. But, you know, I just want to tell you guys, thank you very much for the 5,000 subscribers, and it is very much appreciated indeed. Second of all, I want to send a big shout out to Cavaliers Football Club. They are the reigning JPL champions, the reigning champions of Jamaica. Big deal indeed. They would have defeated Mount Pleasant yesterday in the grand finale. So congratulations to Cavaliers on becoming yet again the champions of Jamaica, of the island, of this great country. And they would have defeated, of course, the reigning champions, Mount Pleasant, who were unsuccessful in defending their title. All right. My guest, Mr. Conrad Mattison, you know, a very big deal in football these days, and for quite some time, he and his company, 876 Stream, doing big things in Jamaica's football, and we wanted to basically talk to him about everything that is going on. So without further ado, welcome to the stream, Mr. Conrad Mattison.
Happy to be on.
Mr. Mattison, good. Yeah, man, good day to you, sir. How are you doing, man?
Not bad enough. A little tired. You know, Jamaica Premier League final had me up till nearly midnight last night. So, you know, it's been a day. And, you know, we had some celebrations today as well for Russian, and a couple other things happened today. So there's a lot of big things that has happened over the last 2 days where football is concerned. But we're up and running. You know, we have the Jamaica Reggae Boyz match in about 2.5 weeks. So there's no rest until about June 9. Get about 2 weeks and then Copa again. So there's no break for us for the summer, you know? There's no break.
Yeah, man.
We're out and running.
Yeah. Very busy time period for you guys at 876. And to be honest with you, I think by the way things are shaping up, it looks like you guys are going to be very busy for quite some time to come. A lot of action taking place.
Yeah, man. Where 876 is concerned is, you know, we said we're going to be a company that's going to help sports become a viable industry in Jamaica. Not about, it's not a marketing thing or whatever. We just want it to be viable, meaning provide jobs, help the sports, market players, fix fields. Like we may not do everything, but we want to advocate for some things. We want to be at the forefront, we want to be at the commercialization of sports. So there are a lot of things about sports poorly commercialized. So we say, you know what, money in sport for people to get proper pay and for stadiums to be filled. And we have shown up to last night just the marketing of Jamaica Premier League. People have never seen Jamaica Premier League in the stadium with nearly 30,000 people. These are ridiculous numbers for a local game. We haven't even seen that national game in a long time.
Yeah. No,
So,
no. When I saw it,
yesterday.
Yeah, man. When I saw it, Conrad, I was pleasantly surprised because I mean, up to last year, I went to the Nations League game, and nowhere near what I saw in the national stadium. Yeah, man. Now, man, is a real talk, man. A real talk. All right, so we're gonna get into all of that. We're going to take our time because my sister, you're eager to get into it, and we are eager as well.
We love it.
We
just love it. There's nothing about this. I love it. This is just something we feel like my band for.
Yeah, man, I can see your passion in about because even just the press conference where your partnership with the JFF was announced.
Yeah, man.
When everybody else was addressing the media, there was a distinct difference in when you touched the floor. The energy levels it was noticeable. The energy levels just went to another level. So I can see say you're really passionate about this thing, my boss.
Yeah, man.
All right. Yeah. The first thing more to get into. Because to be honest with you, me never really know say 876 Stream was actually a marketing platform in the boss. I thought it was just a platform. Like for instance, what I'm doing here at the TheFormulaSports. I did not know that it was actually a marketing company.
Yeah, well, it has many elements to it. Let's put it that way. It has many elements to it. That platform is for journalism, just like you. Right? But what was also important is that we realized that would have been the starting point of our brand. Right? We wanted to be a sports journalism brand, do things like how you do it because we have good journalists on our team and stuff like that. However, we realized that would not be enough. That would not be enough. That's just a starting point.
Yeah.
So to ourselves, we are going to go out there and find partners and find people who are going to help us to step up one more step. And the next step was, let's help to market these associations and leagues. So that was the next step. And tournaments. So we started working with Jamaica Premier League. We started the champs. We started the trials. We started, we've been doing it for some time, behind the scenes. It was not.
Yeah.
It was not the corporate. That's the corporate side, and then they had the fan side. So the fan side was what we post, but then there was a corporate side, which was the side that I was on. So many people didn't know me because I was on the corporate side, doing the deals. So now that we have done so many deals now, we have realized, okay, you know what? Let's go for some of the big opportunities. And Jamaica Premier League was one of those big opportunities. And we did it with intention and hopes that would have gotten a very good opportunity with JFF. And I can say that it worked. The strategy that we wrote about 2 years ago, sat down and we met in Ocherios and we sit down and we say we're gonna do well with JPL. We're gonna use it as a springboard to go after a contract like JFF, and so said, so done.
So you are telling me that this partnership with the JFF was something that you guys have been working on for and working towards for a very long time. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. We believed it, we saw the gap and we said if we do well with one, somebody will believe us. You know what I mean? So we have champs. So we do champs and we get some success from champs. We do schoolboy. We did some little work with schoolboy. We have work every other property, with a hope that we get these the right people are going to reach out and say, hey, we see what you're doing. Maybe, and I would tell you, it's,
No,
rest is history.
that's very interesting. That's very interesting that the end goal was basically the JFF and working with the JFF, and that just well, it makes me more optimistic and more excited about this partnership, because I mean this is really and truly something where 876 Stream did really want to do. As me say, me know about 876 Stream for a while now, but I had no idea that this company was actually a marketing company.
Yeah, man, we have
I want
many arms to it.
well,
You
yeah,
see,
yeah,
you'll
but
see it, and you'll
there
see
was
it
a
as
marketing
well.
arm.
Yeah,
There was
man.
a marketing arm to
Yeah, man.
876, because
Yeah, man.
you're right. It's a dynamic company
Yeah, man. Yeah,
with
man.
a dynamic with multiple offerings, so to speak.
Yeah, man. Correct.
All right.
Correct.
You have spoken to this on other platforms, but for those who might be on this stream, watching this stream and haven't seen you in previous interviews, just give me a quick summarize. Just give me a quick summary of your background, then, so to speak.
Oh, so well, background wise, I was university, a science major. But however, in the university stages, I did a lot of events, planned a lot of events. I was a youth ambassador for UE, and they sent me all across the world for leadership. So that was part of like my developments. I did a lot of leadership development and stuff like that. Then, at the end of school, because I did so many successful event planning, a lot of brands called me and said, you know what? We want you not to go down that direction. We want you to plan events and marketing source, because we see that you have a natural passion for that. So we said, all right, I said, I'm going to get a job yet, let me do it. And I can tell you a few brands just come on board, and I ended up not being employed ever, because I left school May, and I got a job. I got contracts the summer to do marketing projects, and I've never turned back since then. So I've been growing up, and then I went into a program by Richard Branson, a rich UK billionaire. He picked 20 entrepreneurs in
Yeah,
Jamaica.
man. I remember.
And Branson Center picked 20 entrepreneurs to coach, and I was in that batch, and I was well coached there. I introduced to a lot of successful people, and from there I got TVJ. Then after that, I got Grace Kennedy, and the brands just keep on getting bigger and bigger from there. So, so I said, whoa, this is really a thing, and then, from there I met a lot of great individuals locally that are, major players, big players in Jamaica, the richer families and the bigger brands. So we got a lot of brands. We ended up scaling. That's my first agency. Before 876, they're called It Speaks So Perfect. That company is in 3 Caribbean countries. So we're in Jamaica, Trinidad, and Barbados. And that's where we scaled. But from then, we were working with TVJ, and TVJ gave us our first sports project in 2014, which was the 2014 World Cup. And so we worked on that, work with FIFA, work directly with FIFA, work with all of them in terms of content. And then every year from 2014 till now, we have been working on every major sporting project for TVJ. So that's where we got all our experience. So what happened now is that we have that team, and that sports team was in my other agency. And we say, what? It wasn't getting its full attention. And they keep on saying there is more to it than doing 1 and 2 projects. We could do more. And in 2019, we thought about it, then COVID hit. And then in 2021, we say, let's start it. We're home, let's start interview some man online, and interview Leon Bailey, and it was like 80,000 people. And we was like, okay, this is gonna work. Within a couple of weeks, we're like 10,000 followers. And we were like, all right, okay. And we just moved. So, my background, I got a lot of opportunities, And I thought about, I won the Prime Minister Youth Award for giving nearly 80 people jobs in 2017. And I launched the first AI in Jamaica 2017, won a lot of international awards, met with Richard Branson, Tim Yard, Necker Island, with some other billionaires. So there, I've been blessed. I've been blessed as a Jamaican to travel the world, China, Canada, in terms of representing Jamaica. Richard Branson. And so I said to my team, with what all that I have gotten, it's time for me to start giving back. Time for me to start giving back. And I thought the number one step was sports is my passion, and we started stream as an opportunity to do so.
Man, Conrad Matheson, you sound like a bright youth. you sound like a scholar. Conrad sound like him a scholar.
Do my work, man. Just do my work one day at a time, And every man, just like you have your 5,000 subscribers, consider that a major way. Enough man I try to start and reach where you reach, right?
Yeah.
All you have to keep doing is keep raising the bar. So if this week you do it out of your house, you must be dreaming. Like we dreamed about JFF, you must be dreaming, I can have a Sports Max studio. I tell myself some things that people can't believe, when I told my team about the JFFD a couple years ago, they were laughing. I'm sure the next thing, and I'm sure the thing I told them we were gonna go for next, they believe now. Because the next big contract is even more scarier than JFF. But again, you have to put your sights on something even bigger, working hard and stuff. So yeah, we're out here and we are trying to do best, hopefully with time and the support of all the Jamaicans, So I see Shavan here and our next big supporters of 876 stream. So can't complain.
Yeah, man. Bless up, Shavan. By the way, this is a good point, but we'll get to all of that, man. Need better trophies for the JPL. We get to all of that, man. But that's a good point, though, Javon Wilson. By the way, those watching, hit up the likes button if you like what is taking place so far. All right. Are all the details with this deal with the JFF? Are all the details major and minor? Is everything ironed out at this point in time?
Everything ironed out now. Still, I would say the minor details because, there are many stakeholders in a deal like that, right? So while and JFF have agreed, we need to go back and talk to all the sponsors. We need to go talk to Adidas. We need to, so there are those things. Because we're not just doing the marketing, we're also helping with sponsorship. We're gonna really revolutionize the JFF. So it's a long-term project. So it's not can fix overnight. You understand? PR and marketing things that's gonna happen maybe this week. Maybe by Thursday you're gonna see something else. Next week something else. We're just gonna keep building up over the next 4 years. So it's not an overnight project.
Yeah. Answer some of my questions then before me ask them though, boss. But we get to all of that. So is it possible for you to give us some of the details surrounding this deal, like for instance, the years of the deal or some of the figures involved?
All right. So currently, as I said, some of the figures will depend on some of the things that we are working through with like sponsors and all of those things. But we have agreed in principle with the direction in which we are going to go and the figures and the that we're moving towards. So that's where we are now. However, in terms of the initial deal is 4 years. It's an initial 4-year contract. We're supposed to be able to do the Reggae Boyz qualifiers to the World Cup, and then the World Cup, and then the following year would have been the girls to be 27. So we have the girls, we have the boys and the girls, and then we should be having over that period all the under 17 World Cups. That's going to be happening in that period. So I think we'll be having like one every year from 2025 onwards. So we're supposed to be doing, so all of that initial contract is to cover all of those properties. Under 17s, that will be World Cup 2017, 2015, 16, 2022, 2025, 26, 27, 28. We'll be covering those. And then the 26 World Cup and the 27 World Cup. There's going to be 4 years for us
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Big and busy.
big
Big
and
and
busy.
busy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I want to know some of the responsibilities. What are some of it? What are some of what is the scope or what are some of 876's responsibilities under this current deal with you guys and the JFF?
All right. So one will be specifically helping them with their. We are the commercial rights partner. So we're a commercial rights partner. So as a result, we will be looking into all the ways that we can commercialize the brand, and commercialize meaning sponsorship, um, event marketing, which means ticket sales, and then there's general marketing and PR of the brand, across everything. So that's really the scope of the project. So we need to be helping them to become a better brand, per se. So we have different teams working on different things. So there's sponsorship team, different layers. So it's a
Hmm.
massive project.
Yeah. So all right. So basically, what I gather from what you're saying right now is that you will basically be responsible for marketing one, the JFF, and two, its national teams, and three, basically all the projects that it is a part of.
Yeah, man.
So
Everything
everything
under
falls
everything.
within this deal,
Yeah, man. Everything under JFF is within our remit for the next 4 years.
including helping to source sponsorship.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of work,
That
but
that
it's
that's
nothing.
crazy.
But it's nothing new to us. We have been doing it with
Mm,
Jamaica Premier League currently. So Jamaica Premier League, we're doing a similar feat. We started off small there, we collab a little bit more with their team because they have a strong team. Um, Owen and all of those players, they're there. So we are helping them. And we said to ourselves, let's get this up to the next level. And you can see last night in the stadium, there were maybe like 12 or 15 sponsors. There was a sponsor per
mm.
team, and then there was the league sponsor. So it was nothing greater than what happened last night. Last night was a major achievement for 876 Stream in terms of helping and collaborating with the Jamaica Premier League team.
Very, very interesting. This sound like a potential game changer if it goes well. Very
Correct.
big indeed. Um, one of the things I want to know, does the JFF currently have a marketing manager?
They have a marketing officer internally,
Okay.
and they have marketing committees, with
Mm,
persons both internal and external that advises them. So we have
okay.
been joined that team so far, and it's been a wealth of experience because different people have different walks of life, and also
Mm,
different experiences are on the team. So JFF have some resources there. I know they get a lot of beating, but they have a lot of resources. It's just like in Jamaica Premier League, just like in other things. It's just people who have the experience to pull it together. Sometimes just a little bit to get it over the line. And
yeah.
since it's happening, it's not as bad as it sounds publicly. It's not as bad. It just needs it's coordination and strategic movements, and we think our experience
Yeah.
will bring it to fruition. But it will take a little time.
Boy, from the outside looking in on my boss. But I don't know if we can agree with
Can I
that.
use can I use an
The,
example? Everybody
the,
would say,
the JFF get a lot of flack in on my boss. To
yeah,
be
man. But
fair though, they are improving. They are
what do you
improving.
mean,
To be
man?
fair.
I
To
best
be
pro-
fair.
they have been performing very well in terms of the boys have gone to
Mm,
maybe from 2020, from 2015. We have been going to every at least qualify for every Gold Cup semi-final. Every Gold Cup semi-final from 2015 till now we have qualified.
boy, we need to win it now though, man.
You
We
understand?
need to win
And
it now.
2015 and 2017 we got the finals, and then every
Yeah,
other
yeah,
time we got
yeah.
the semi-final. So
Yeah.
what happened is we beat up the boy them like them not performing, but to be fair to them, it's
Mm,
not been as bad in the region. It's just that we have not had what I would call sometimes, in my estimation, as an outsider, I think balanced teams. Balanced teams in terms of players availability, in terms of do we have a strong forward line, midfield. We may have stars, and Jamaica loves stardom, you know. But to win
Mm.
tournaments and qualify for World Cups, you need balanced teams with depth of squad. I think this squad, I'm really when we start looking at it, we're very optimistic about this squad. I think we have some depth in some areas. We're still weak in some areas, in my estimation. I'm no
agreed.
administrator, but I can say as a football fan, I think we're short, we're lacking some areas, but not a coach. So at the end of the day, I leave it to Coach Algrim to do his thing. But at the end of the day, I think we have a qualified coach, and I think we have a qualified team.
Leave it to Coach Al Grimson for doing thing,
That's
and
all I'm
vloggers will
going.
beat him if him not doing thing.
And I hear the point of we want now. And this is what my cry to everybody.
Yeah.
We said we're gonna name this campaign Jamaica Land We Love. And the reason we said we're gonna choose Jamaica Land We Love as a campaign name and not Road to USA or Road to Canada is because we say, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put some heart in it. And what we're saying to you is not that we don't want you guys to talk and be a critic to the thing, but right now what we need from the bloggers and the vloggers
support.
Support. Because here what happened, negative drive more negative, positive drive more positive. So if everybody change the tune, you know, and say, yo, everybody say, yo, we are qualified for the World Cup, and the argument done. So when you watch the game and it now work, change the narrative from them no good, from this is what we need to do to be good. You know, you get what I say? You know, oh, change this, change that. That is what I am saying, so that we can get to winning. Because guess what happened? You go to Real Madrid and them down 2-0, right? And you watch games like Champions League semi-finals, and they go to there and them down 2-0. But if you hear the fans in a stadium, it don't sound like a team I say, boy, we can't bother. From its Real Madrid cheers to the last whistle. And I'm saying to everybody, it is time for us to say we are like Real Madrid fans. Where we have a cheer to the final whistle. We have a cheer to the final day of World Cup qualifier. If we get that, I'm sure, because none of the boys that are in this squad have ever seen the stadium full. They never see that.
Not for a national team game.
Not for the national team. How would you have believed that your country really love you if them not turn out?
Fair point.
Love you. How them love you and cuss you up on YouTube?
Fair point. Fair point.
We have to say, let's show them we love them first, and then cuss them. But show up first.
Show love first.
Show love first. That's why we say our campaign is Jamaica Land We Love. It's bigger than a coach. No matter the coach, the player, the country we love. And because we love the country, we are turning out for the boy.
Makes sense. All right. What I want to know from you is, because given the size and the scale and the magnitude of this deal in my boss, it sounds like say 876 stream I forgot hire some new personnel, some additional personnel. So what I want to know, what I want you to do is give me an idea of the size and the structure of 876 stream.
In a very easy sense, we have about 4 departments currently now. We have sponsorship, we have production content that you guys can see. We have like event execution, and then, you know, those are some of the key areas. And production is like what you see, the content you see on the page. Many brands through that. We have event execution and we have like sponsorship. Those are like our core areas that we set up into. And then we have some very strategic management team that is helping. So we have people like a peer of mine, Rashid Hall, he's in Europe, formerly work at FIFA, formerly work at the Olympics office. Those guys are on the team living in Europe, helping from that side. We have members in the company that are also in the United States. They are with United States, or the initial founders at the company. and they're in the United States, and then there's a large team in Jamaica. So really and truly, it don't feel so foreign to us. And as I said, it's not the first we're doing this. It's just that it's the only reason it looks so big now is because of the scale. It's because it's JFF and it's so public. But as I said, between all the years of doing champs and all the years of working with brands like TVJ, this is nothing new to us. It's just a new beast. And you will see it. And if everybody saw the marketing that JPL has been doing, that's all us. So if you want to see a template, the signs and the light post signs, people never see a light post sign for a JPL game. You know what I mean? And we see those billboards. You're seeing town criers. The people are coming and say, "Yo, what kind of whole heap of things did I do?" Yeah, man, town criers, man, promo girls, all kind of things. And you will see the same things for Reggae Boyz. I would even say more. You know, you're gonna see people are gonna see yesterday at the stadium, we had some girls with flags walking through the stadium and all kind of stuff, posters. Yeah, man, it's gonna be
Great
nice.
strategy.
Yeah,
Great
man,
strategy.
yeah, man, we're working. It's gonna take some time though. That I can say.
Yeah, man, the promo girls is not a bad strategy at all. Big up, Rob Smith. Big up. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a live. It's been a while since I've done a live. We're kind of rusty on the live settings too, Rob. Kind of little rusty on the live setting. But bless up, Rob. And bless up to everyone that's here. And, you guys know the YouTube stuff by now. Knock up the likes button. Subscribe to the channel as well. All free and easy ways to support the channel. Share the content as well if you guys like the content. Again, thanks to everyone for making it possible. The Formula Sports channel is now at 5,000 subscribers. It's a good look, it's a big deal, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it very, very much indeed. All right, what I want to know from you, Conrad, where do you see 876 stream in the next 10 years?
As a major sports and entertainment company that is really making an impact on those two platforms in terms of, because Jamaica's greatest products are sports and entertainment, and we want to use it as a way to help Jamaican sports, especially. So we want to see greater sponsorships coming in for major brands, not just football. We want it for track, we want it for netball. We want to see Jamaica make money out of sports and be able to make an impact on sports through. Because if you don't, a lot of times we do things like not make no money, so we can't really make the money trickle down to anything. So we need to make sure we are full up stadiums. When you fill up stadiums, you get money to pay interns, you get money to pay bloggers, you understand, you get things happen. So what we want to do is kind of make an impact. We love to see every football field in our country pristine like American fields or European fields, because without those simple things, the games don't get better. You understand? And if we don't have turnout and those things and people buying merchandise, or even a culture in Jamaica, people don't buy merchandise. People for the wear Arbor View jersey and Arnett jersey to games. So we need to get into cultures where we really go behind our brands like we see in Europe. So our game plan is to make some simple wins. Get Jamaicans to wear jersey come a game. So our thing is we have a new thing we want to do, and we'll kind of give a sneak peek of some one of the things we want to do for our Jamaica matches. We want to give it themes, like we'll say, for this June 6th game, come out in black and yellow alone. We come out, we don't want no blue in the stadium, or we don't want no purple, we don't want you wear nothing else. When you come, you ever see Dortmund Stadium, yellow and black? You ever see
yellow and black?
You ever see Dortmund Stadium? I saw one stadium look. And at some point, and those are cultural things.
The yellow wall.
The yellow wall. And at some point, if we can get things like that, that's where we will get some culture. So we have some really, really significant things we want to pull out at things like this.
Interesting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting stuff. Conrad, What is 876 Streams definition of marketing?
Well, for us,
Sound like a simple question,
no man, simple,
But I
simple
think
question.
it's a very important question. What is your definition
Well, for
of
us,
marketing?
when marketing is well done,
Mm,
the hearts of people have changed. That's when
yeah.
that's when you get marketing right. Marketing is not about putting things on billboard. Marketing
Mm,
is where you get people to follow something and support something from their heart. You understand? And like people who say I'm a Adidas man or I'm a Apple person and they follow it all the time, or I'm a Manchester United fan. It's because the
yeah.
marketing has been done properly. So for us, what we want to do is bring our marketing for Jamaica Reggae Boyz and for the National Premier League. Is we want to bring back the pride and passion to Jamaican people. Right? And what we want to make sure is that people are patriotic and want to love Jamaican sport. That's what we want. Love the Jamaica team, love the Reggae Boys, love the Reggae girls, love Sunshine girls, love them at that level. So every marketing what we want to do is we are targeting the heart. That's what we want to do. That's why we said our campaign is Jamaica Land We Love, because our campaign is significantly around the heart. If we can get that, we'll be perfectly fine. And that is what we think will be a successful marketing campaign. Because when people move from them heart, they will do real things. They will come in a stadium, come cheer. They will just come in, come cuss, like how some of the vloggers them come cuss. We need them to really come and celebrate and feel passionate. Because fans, Manchester United, I'm a Manchester United fan. It's 10 years now, we don't win one thing, or maybe seldomly win anything, but me still a fan. I mean, now I'll switch to City next week. So you realize that's a hard string decision, because that's not logical. Logical for watch a team and lose 10 years. Logical. So if we're marketing based on logic, people switch teams every year. You stick to your team through your heart. And what we are trying to do is try to get back Jamaica for love. Love the teams from their heart.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm not a marketing expert, right? I know very little about marketing, right? But in some research I was doing, I came across an interesting concept, right? It's called the 4 P's in marketing. I believe it is what it's called. From my research, it seems to be a very big thing in marketing. Am I wrong?
No.
All right. So what I want to know from you is, right, the 4 P's of marketing as it pertains to one, your role with the JFF, and two, the Jamaica Premier League, the JPL as well. I want to talk a little bit about that, right? For starters, the JFF,
Yes.
the product. What's the product that 876 Stream is selling?
Well, we're selling, as we would say now, we're selling a family entertainment product. It's not just about sports. So sports and entertainment product is that's the product that you're getting. So as you could see yesterday at Jamaica Premier League, people got sports, but they also got entertainment. So if you realize there was a halftime show, there were promotions, there were other things happening in the stadium, there were clowns, there were other things in the stadium that made people want to bring their kids, right? So that it was an entertainment product as well as a sporting product. So we want to make sure that what we are doing going forward is that we create a product for the family. So daddy might want to watch a football, but his son want to play and want to do some other things. I want to watch a little halftime show. Our mommy want to watch new artists who will perform. We want to make sure it is a product for everybody. You understand? And that way, we will really touch the heart and mind, and people will feel comfortable coming out to the games because we have figured out what's the best thing for the entire family. And not everybody is going to come to the stadium for the sport. Sports fans believe that, but that's not true.
Yeah. No, that's a solid point. That's a solid point. What's the product as it pertains to the JPL?
Same.
Same.
The formula was tested last night. You see what we did it with Russian, and we bring out Russian, and we bring out Niger boy. Boy, last night when that come out, the screaming and at the stadium, people are running from the bleachers over because it was a great. It was a great entertainment product, separate from sports entertainment, which is the game itself. So what we are trying to do is to merge what is good about Jamaica, which is our dancehall and our reggae music, and we want to merge that with the football. Forgive the product, the experience, and funny you bring the 4 P's to us because we use what they call the 4 E's. So we switch product to experience. So the 4 E's of marketing has changed product to experience. So what we said is that we're going to create a sports and entertainment experience.
That is very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. So the next P, although I don't know how much I can touch on this today,
Yeah, man, we can talk,
which is the price, because some people, Jamaicans don't like spend their money, They love freeness in the bus. Them are bars that they ticket them expensive, them pricey, jersey them too expensive.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The grandstand tickets are 5.5. The bleachers is 50. It's a cultural price.
I think
it's been like this for years.
Yeah.
We said let's not change it, make it stay. Let's see what happens and work it. What we will do is that we really want, it's a 6:30 game, so it's an evening game, so everybody can come watch it, right? So we expect that we can carry a decent amount. Last night the game was similar prices, and we got good turnout. So we think it's been a similar price for nearly 10 years. So it's in our estimation that we can keep this as it is. People can turn out, but the $1,500 can bring everybody out. It's supposed to bring a wide range of people out because $1,500 for the JPL brought out almost everybody. So we think this can happen for the national team. And one thing that we're going to do, and I'm going to give a little peek here, is that one of the things we're going to help all YouTubers to do, we love your fans a lot. And this year we have decided that we're going to partner with the YouTubers. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to launch a promo code for each YouTuber so they can give their fans some form of discounts. So all the fans on your channel will be able to, if you decide, because it's not, everybody don't have to take it. If you decide to be one of the YouTube influencers for the Reggae Boyz, you'll be able to benefit. Your fans will be able to benefit from discounts. And I think that's going to be big for a lot of the fans across, because we want to say, if you're out here watching football, talking about it, sharing, commenting, you're a part of the fandom. And we want to come out there for the turnout. So we'll be looking out for that. So your fans, as soon as you confirm, you'll be able to line up your fans with some promo codes, some discount codes, so they can be able to take advantage of some of these things. So we, as you can see here, we are coming out with some things that nobody has ever tried before. And this should give us something really, really exciting, because we want to say thank you to everybody who has been a part of this. So really look forward to the price. The price point, we'll be looking at the jerseys. I just want to hear the jersey point. I see somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier. Jerseys, the jerseys are international situation.
Yeah.
Set by Adidas. And if I don't know if you know, when you set that price, apparently it has been, not apparently, it was sold out. It was one of the most sold jerseys in the world.
Yeah.
So it can't be the price if it's sold out across the world. So at the end of the day, but what I think to expect, and I tell the fans, Adidas should be, based on things that I am aware of, coming out with a wide set of Jamaican merchandise, which is a jersey, t-shirts, all kind of things that they will be able to wear if they don't buy the jersey itself, but similar looking things that they can use as support, supporter jerseys, if you understand my comment. So look out for those things. I don't know when they are coming out, but I know when you guys do these things, they are reading and commenting and watching what is going on, believe it or not. So people are out there watching and listening to all the conversations about these things, and from what I'm hearing, something is coming.
On the point of the price, before we move to the next P, because I was a bit, because I was going to skip past the price, because I said, that wouldn't fall within, you wouldn't have any control or influence where that is concerned, but apparently you do, from what you're saying here.
We're all up, as I say, it's a collaborative approach. You know what I mean? We all sit and we all talk from different experience points. President, Gensec, us, other people, we sit down in a room and we say, I wonder if a man them can manage 15 bills. I wonder if a man them can manage 5. You understand what I say? And say, let's see what happened this game, or we look again. But and same with the promo codes, where I say, yo, let's try that. Some of the man them want to be appreciated for their support. Maybe this is one time where we think we can do something. Let's try. So there are collaborations, and that's why I said to everybody, I understand the challenges that the JFF has had since I've even gotten to realize what they were going through. But at the end of the day, it is much bigger than you guys can see.
Definitely.
It requires people like me to come out and share it honestly and openly for it to move forward.
Yeah, man, that's usually the case, From the outside looking in, you don't really understand the full magnitude of what is taking place until you find yourself in the midlife. But interviews like this is very good because, to be honest with you, I never really realized that the deal, I never realized that the deal was so big in scale, or the scope of the deal. I never realized that it was such a broad scope. To be honest with you, and that you guys,
it's a collaborative. What happens is they have their experiences, we have ours. We have been working with other leagues, other tournaments before. We have our experiences. So I think what they have done is they have said to themselves, let us open and listen, to a youthful audience and hear what they're saying, and we collab. So what is happening is there's a sharing of knowledge. They have their years of experience. We have our sharing. And I think that has been the success factor so far since we have joined.
Bang on, because I've noticed all the faces in the 876 Stream company are, relatively speaking, younger faces, especially in comparison to, with the greatest of respect, some of the faces in the JFF,
Yeah, and
much
both
older
are needed.
individuals.
And both are needed.
Yeah, definitely.
They need youth and energy from us, and we need experience from them. And that's why we thought it wasn't important for us to come in and do our own thing, and them do their own thing, and they just contract us to do whatever. I think it's important that we hear them and they hear us. And so far, that has been our experience.
Bang on. And that's a very important point to drive home, because many people have been saying for years that the JFF needs some younger blood, some youthful exuberance from an energy standpoint, from the standpoint of helping the company to navigate through the world that we currently live in, the digital sphere, and all the things that come with it, etc., etc. So, that is a very, very important point to drive home. The next P, as it pertains to the JFF and the Jamaica Premier League and your partnership with those two entities. The next P, the place. Talk to me about that.
Right. So that's access. So for us, it's not a one venue situation, it's all year. So for us, in terms of place, what we want to do is what we call it. We want Jamaica Premier League and JFF to be accessible everywhere. That is our plan. We want it to be accessible everywhere, and what we will be doing is trying to make sure that we keep the brand top of mind everywhere. So what we're gonna be doing, so you're gonna hear a lot of some of your fan base sometimes are in the diaspora. We're going to make sure that we tell you guys early so you can tell your fans, okay, if you're in the US, this is where you can watch a game. If you're in the UK, this is where you can watch a game. If it's in Canada, this is where you can watch a game. We're gonna make sure that we keep everybody accessible. In the stadium is not the only place that the games should be accessible. So we want to make sure that post game the game is available for fans to watch if it's on our YouTube channel, whatever it is, because some people won't be able to watch it live. So we want to make sure that the place is not a physical place only. So you can watch it on demand. So we're going to try to do pay-per-view. We're going to do all the highlight reels on our social media and our TikTok, so that what we will do is make sure that if you only get to watch it in clips on social, it's available. If you can watch it in the diaspora, it's available. We're gonna try to make sure that it's also on local TV as well. So all the areas is going to be touched, so that every place, no matter where you are, Jamaican football should be accessible to you.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. By the way, guys, we are here having a discussion with Conrad Mattison from 876 Stream. For those of you living under a rock and don't know by now, 876 Stream is currently involved in a partnership with the Jamaica Football Federation and also the Jamaica Premier League, announced a few weeks ago. But it's good to catch up with Mr. Mattison, especially after yesterday's successful staging of the JPL finals. If you guys like the content so far, you guys like what Mr. Mattison is saying, knock up the likes button, subscribe to the channel, share the live stream as well, free and easy ways to support. The likes on the stream supposed to high, because Mr. Mattison has say all the right things, Conrad is saying all the right things, right? We're talking about the 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. So we spoke about Mr. Mattison would have spoken about the first 3 as it pertains to the Jamaica Football Federation and also the JPL, and now he's going to touch on the final P, which is promotion.
Yeah. So the first thing I want to say is that one of our biggest push is through YouTube. We're gonna use that. So one of the promotional strategies is to use these YouTube channels as vehicles to do 2 things. As if somebody said here, what is local media doing to make players a household name? But the channels, the local media is not where people are watching it as the only place anymore. So the priority should be these YouTube channels. At some point, how many of you have ever done Dexter Lembikisa as an interview? Have we done that on these channels? Have we brought on Latibodier on these channels and talk to him and get people to know him? So what we are trying to do now is that let's not depend on only the big names, the TVJ, the Sports Max, and those channels for bringing these players to life. It is going to be channels like these that's going to be out there pushing interviews, pushing discussions, that's going to help us to push it out there. Yes, the traditional channels will be important, and we're looking forward to that. But we want to also make sure everybody is aware that the YouTube channel and those smaller channels, Instagram channels, are also very important to pushing it out there. So that is one of our starting points. But generally, when it comes to promotion, we're very aggressive. And you're going to see it. Just like you see the Jamaica Premier League light post signs all over. We'll be all over. We'll be going to events, giving out flyers. We'll be at every stoplight on a Friday. Look out by Portmore, by the toll. We'll be out there. We'll be doing everything that you'll expect, like if you're marketing a party. So if you see people marketing, you go event, you see how they go fly up on your car or your hate, maybe we'll try some of that too. We're not sure yet, but we will try something.
We have some suggestions for you, over here at the Formula Sports.
Visit some.
Man, we're gonna get to that, man. We're gonna get to that.
So we have a wide range of digital boards to promotions to that we'll be working. Look out for the social media as well. We'll be dropping some really, really hot content coming out. That's a build-up vibe for like the last couple of years. You're gonna see something very exciting by about tomorrow.
Yeah.
We start it even heavier.
No, so, and I'm happy that you raised that point. You want to continue? You look
Go ahead.
I'm happy that you raised that point. Because as I stated earlier, how I was introduced to 876 was that I thought you guys were a platform like mine initially, and one of the things that I caught right off the bat with 876 stream was the very creative nature of the content. It stood out. So when you are here talking about social media and look out for some interesting content where that is concerned, frankly speaking, I am pretty excited. I'm not going to lie, like me eager to see that, because you guys have a reputation of producing very creative, very interesting content that we not usually see in the space too tough.
Yeah, man. We're gonna try some things, man. There's enough little things to see on Champions League and them little things. We're gonna try some.
Yeah.
The youth them excited because it's been years. It's been years. I think the content plan that we have for JFF maybe 2 years old. You know some point? You must understand how passionate.
Yeah.
And we have ideas for qualifiers for 2 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Hoping the day will come. And that's hoping the day will come where we will get an opportunity to launch them out. And now we are more than excited. It's just that we have sponsors, we have all kind of things, everything. Some sponsors want to up on some of the content, and we delayed because of them. But we said, let's get out because we want a successful first game. We don't want too much of a excited crowd where we that is thinking everything is going to be fixed by June 6th and the stadium does go around, because of 2 years it takes us with Jamaica Premier League to get to here. So don't have every expectation that tomorrow morning everybody just go forget that there are challenges with JFF and it's going to show up tomorrow morning to the game. But we're going to do our best, and we hope the diehard fans like people that are on these channels come out and support.
Yeah, man. The support is very much needed, and I'm sure would go a long way and very much appreciated. I always look back at people that say that Jamaica doesn't have a footballing culture. I respectfully disagree. I think we have an international footballing culture. I don't think we have a local footballing culture, or it might be dormant or not as active as it should be from an ideal standpoint.
I would say Jamaica love football, but we are entertainment.
Yeah. So and that's the angle that you guys are.
If you're entertained, if the football is entertainment, say if a man shift a man, salad a man, kick one forward, that Jamaica love that. Jamaica love that. You understand? So we can't just look at, if you carry some boring, we win 1-0 and it's boring, Jamaica now come back. That's the point. Even though you're winning now. So we have to find a way to strike the balance for Jamaicans to come out. Because we love
it's about it's about the overall experience. Exactly. We're gonna touch on that a little bit later. I had watched some previous interviews with you. For instance, I remember you were on Ryan LFC.
Yeah, man.
If I'm not mistaken, you were on Sports DTM as well. I don't remember all of the interviews that you did, but big up to those other channels as well. And if I'm not mistaken, from what I gathered from your previous interviews, you are basically stating that your primary goal is to get the respective stadiums filled for the JPL and obviously for the national national teams as well. So what I want to get from you, right? What is 876 is short term, medium term, and long term goals as it pertains to your partnership with the JFF and also the JPL.
All right, so for one, let's start with the JPL. I would like to say for everybody who supports JPL over the last 2.5 years, since we have been a part of it, I would like to say thank you to everybody who played a part, because what happened last night was a massive success.
Fair.
What happened last night is a massive success. We did a lot of work over the last couple of years, and to see we're maybe coming from maybe 12,000 to nearly 30,000 last night, we are talking about some significant growth in marketing and turnout for Jamaica. Jamaica said last night we love local football last night, and that was a major personal achievement for me and for the 876 team, because that is something we really wanted, because we believe at the top level, if that is done right, if local football is good, the national football turnout will be even better. You understand? We believe getting this infrastructure of local football turnout, the two together will make it easier. Because if a man say, boy, I just see them man do it last week for Jamaica Premier League, and me turn out, then the next thing that they do, which is the national team, it shouldn't be hard for the people and say, yo, we not trust them money. The same man then. So now people not see stadium ram for a local Premier League game ever.
Yeah, man.
So what we want is short term for JPL is more sponsorship. We want to see more of that. And the better the product is, both turnout, experience, fans behaving themselves, all of that together will bring on more sponsorship. And then the more sponsorship gives us the opportunity to do bigger things for the following year. That's Jamaica Premier League. On JFF side, in the short term, what we want is we want a good turnout. I can't say a field stadium, but if we get a full stadium, boy, I'm would have happy. And that's why we're on these channels kind of doing the work, because we want to see a full stadium. That is number one. Number two, we want to at least improve the experience in the stadium, in terms of providing multiple easy access, food options, entertainment packages, vibes in the stadium. That's one thing we really want to change. Jamaica matches are sometimes silent. I don't know if you never go there and watch a Jamaica match game, and if we not score, you know, hear a song. So we want to hear that, you know, and then from there we want to make sure that the sponsors come on, because the sponsors are weary of the experience for Jamaica football for over years. So now it will maybe take some time to get sponsors on, but we believe in the turnout, we have a good time. We want to do as best as we can. If we can do a pre-party before, come early, and we carry some bad DJ and we play some music and we vibes up the place, them are some things that we want to do in the short term. We want the fans to enjoy the experience, short term. Long term, we want to see our best, bring on sponsors, and then we can use that to build on and try some other things.
Very well said. By the way, you touched on a very important point that I wanted to highlight. Fans behaving themselves. It is oftentimes overlooked, but it is very important, especially in the Jamaican context. No pie at the JPL game. See? No. People.
Yeah, man.
People, we don't want to see no more rounds that go off in our JPL games. None of that. Fans have to be on their best behavior. It is very important.
No bottle on the field in the semi-finals.
Exactly. Like what happened the other day. Yeah, man, the fans have it. And it's very important that people like you know, let the fans know that you guys also have a role to play as well, in terms of not just turning up, but also turning up and yes, creating a good vibe, creating a good energy, but nobody make it an uncomfortable environment for others, because at the end of the day, we all want the best for Jamaica on
Yeah.
Jamaica's football, and this thing has a far-reaching, it spills
The
over into other
opportunity.
aspects, job creation, community building, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's very important you guys behave
Yeah.
yourselves.
Yeah, man, you're so right. Because what happens is brands shy away,
Exactly.
sponsors shy
Exactly.
away from coming on because they're like, I cannot be associated with
Hmm.
people throwing bottles and people getting hurt and kids getting hurt and those things. People not taking those things into consideration. So we have to make sure that it's a safe and clean environment, and we'll be working with the sponsors to make sure that that is in place.
Yeah, yeah, no man, very important and oftentimes overlooked, overshadowed. You talk about sponsorship. First of all, I have been saying it for a very long time that the JFF needs to start looking at potentially attracting overseas sponsorship, not just kit or a kit sponsor from overseas, because there are no real major kit sponsors out here. But not just a kit sponsor, but also other sponsors or entities from other sectors as well. So is that, and I heard Michael Ricketts allude to that in an interview very recently. So are there any plans afoot to go that route?
Yeah, man, more sponsorship all across, But I would say give credit where credit is due. Jamaica have one of the
Mm,
large sports sponsorship in the region with Adidas.
mm,
Don't know
yeah,
that. So we beat up JFF, but in the need for talk about it in the real light.
true, true,
How
true.
many national teams in the region have a contract with like Adidas?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No man, it's a solid
Yeah,
point.
it's a solid
Fear is
contract.
fear. Fear is fear.
Here is
Yeah.
here. Yo, when you look on a contract like that, bro, it's a serious contract, And they really, really do an excellent job right now. And, collaborating with them and in discussions with them, you realize the passion Adidas have for Jamaica. Massive passion.
Mm,
I think JFF brought one over the line. And when you bring one big one over the line, others will come. But others will come only if, all right, Adidas come. But now, are we seeing turnout? All right, are they coming out now? We have to turn up, and we have to give a good experience, and other brands will say, we see what is happening. So I think right now it's a wait and see. People are out there want to be a part of this Jamaica thing. But I think it's a wait and see. And I think the fans will play a great role in how
yeah.
well JFF, how successful JFF will be in bringing on international partners into the program.
Yeah, and I mean, let's hope that the whole thing goes so well that Adidas only has good things to say about their partnership with Jamaica. And I mean, they seem to be loving it so far. We see Samuel L. Jackson wearing the Jamaica kit on a yacht, if memory serves me right, on a vacation. It's flying off the shelves. Big up Jay Taylor from Sports Prophecy. He was, because he lives in Scandinavia. He's a
Yeah.
Jamaican living in Scandinavia, and he vlogs about Jamaican football. And he recently did a vlog where he went into a store in Denmark and asked for the Jamaican jersey. And the boss tell him, say, yo, the jersey sell out. It sell out. And we see Adidas even offering huge offer now to the J Trays as well to get involved. So clearly they are seeing the value of brand Jamaica, and some of the
Excellent.
numbers that you hear with
Excellent.
even yeah,
Excellent.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Give a little exclusive now, my boss. Are there any sponsorship in the line, like any new sponsors, any negotiation start, any
Well,
interest, any
on the local side,
mm,
I'll say I can confirm. Um, I think we are over the line with just locally. They are on board, and we should be
mm,
able. I should be able to tell you before the end of the week, 2 or 3 more that should be confirmed. I like when the ink dry. So ink
yeah,
not
yeah,
dry, can't say much, but so there are some sponsors that are on board. It's just final negotiations in terms of entitlements that are there. But as soon as we get some, because we know you guys need content and need things to know and go out there, we will be producing some stuff. So expect some information for the end of the week, because we have some great announcements to come.
That is what we want for you, my boss. That is a good look. Sponsors are coming on board. Many of the criticisms of the JFF has been that the sponsorship is and attracting the sponsorship is not their strong point.
Yes.
So it's good to hear. It's good to hear that
brands are already coming on. And we have been there less than 2 weeks officially. You understand what I'm saying? And brands are coming on and putting money. So we're really excited to hear
that. Yeah. Are there any major differences in marketing for the JFF and marketing for the JPL?
No, not really. It's the same infrastructure is what we're thinking. We're a little bit more aggressive for Jamaica, for the Reggae Boyz, because it's gonna need a little bit more buy-in for people to do. But I think generally it's been good. It's been good.
So it's so basically, everything ties in to what you're doing basically.
Yeah, man. Everything we have been doing so far is gonna be similar for JFF, and we expect that we'll be doing something very, 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 very solid. I see somebody here saying who is stepping up for the women. I'm saying we are doing the marketing for the women as well.
Yeah.
So don't worry. We also on the women boat as well. They have a game June 1st and June 4th. So but this overseas. So we will promoting those games and letting you know what the plans are and how you can get access to watching the games and highlights and all of those things. So don't worry yourself.
All right. So this question, you have touched on it a bit, but I don't think you have probably gone into great detail on it. Strategies. What are the strategies that you will be employing for both the marketing strategies that you will be employing for both the JPL and also your partnership with the JFF?
Well, as I say, in terms of in wide detail, what we want to do, especially I'm going to touch more of it on JFF. What we want to do is we want to go down into the communities. So we want to market this deeply into communities. I see people saying light post signs and all of those. We are going into the communities. We're going to try to bring some players with us. So some of these overseas-based players are from certain parishes. Their history or their heritage, they come from certain parishes. And say, all right, Damari his grandmother is from Westmoreland. So we want to try Damari down to Westmoreland and say, Westmoreland people, you're a boy this.
Yeah,
this youth, yes, I come from, walk the streets with him.
Brilliant.
People, take some picture, sign some autograph for people and get to know and touch. The problem with it is time, the thing we can't do all at one time. Timeline and travel dates and but that is the strategy. Go to the ground, go to the people. We are not gonna get it from billboards. Billboards not it's not gonna touch them as much. Carry them to the games and do things like that. So expect things like that at the games.
No, man, you see that point the way you make my boss? It is a big point in terms of helping because one of the biggest things too that I realizing, especially with the overseas-based players and the overseas-born players as well, especially the overseas-born players, is that the connection between them and the fan base is not really there.
Why?
Virgin, the whole ocean there between them.
Yeah,
literally an entire ocean is
man.
between them.
Yeah.
So it's very important. Yo, me remember as a youth, me in a national stadium, and Dion Burton was making a substitute appearance, right? And going on to the pitch. I mean, I tell you, say, yo, when the man named brother, the whole place lift up, brother. Seeing? like you could feel that connection that the fan base had with a Dion Burton and some of the overseas born players, especially from
Correct.
previous generations.
Correct.
It not really dead now.
Yeah, but our fans do that. The player not do that for himself, you know. The player, all right, let me use an example. Damari Gray. Damari born here, but Damari has done very well since in
Yeah,
Giants.
man. Yeah.
But are we saying that? Is that being said in a Jamaica? We say, yo, the boy body, you know, me not hear that.
Yeah.
We have to start say that, you know, for it to start resonate. And it have to come from a man like you with authority, where people trust. Where people say, yo, when last, you know, she say, bam, enough games, but you see, because it's not a World Cup qualifier when the man that did that play. So you know, feel as important, those teams never feel as important to Jamaica. You know? So they must score goals and they must contribute, but it's not a World Cup qualifier. You see, we have qualified to a World Cup before now. So right now, Jamaica not really like it's a good to do before we go to World Cup. You see that pride and fight where we did have 98, we have to find a new reason to go to the World Cup now. It can't be just to go to the World Cup. People need to just love the team and want to support the boy them. It can't just be going to the World Cup because that's bigger. You know, at some point. So because that time was the first time. Anything you're doing for the first time is exciting. No, it's the second time and it's not as exciting. If you understand my point. So what we have to do now is support the youth them. Get to know them, and we hope that we can use different platforms over the next 2 years to bring to the people so people can get to know them personally. So we want that. And we hope say the next time Adamari come on, Mikel Antonio come on the field. Do you know these players need that? They need it, you know. Sometimes we might not
boost.
I mean, you think say if me know some I go walk out and the fans. I know players where you listen, you're sure wanna watch clubs and some player go to some club and them don't perform. Them go to our next club and they come. And people say, oh come, what happened? In this club, them go to the sideline and them will come on and the stadium quiet. They go to our next club, then go back to their own club. And then the people them as cheer and make noise, and if they come off, them a clap, it makes them feel good. And that is what we have to do for our players as well.
Yeah, no man, it's a big deal. Improving the connectivity with with everybody on the ground and the players in the national team, especially the overseas born players. I mean, yo, man like Art, I am a huge support. A one team you have, you know. I'm sure you have a club team in England, right?
Yeah, man.
Manchester United?
Yes, man. Mr. Manu.
Jesus. Anyway, yo, you look like a Manu fan. Anyways. Yeah, I did say it earlier too. Yeah, man, you and I struggle for real, man. But a one team alone me have, you know. A one team alone me have, you know, boss. Jamaica. You know my English Premier League team? Aston Villa. And Brentford. And Fulham. My teams in Serbia, Vozdova and Vojvodina and Grafika Belgrade with Duncan McKenzie. The moral of the story is though, you sit down in a barber shop and you're reason with the barber, them, right? And a man say, yo, me a reggae boy start dropping. Tell me some how the squad go. Like for instance, our upcoming Nations League game or whatever. When you start reload the ball of them, you know, most of the ball of them don't know what's of yo, me said to a man one time. Like me don't know the Kaim Paris argument come up. And me I said to the man, say, yo, Paris, at the time Paris was at Dynamo Kiev. And me I said to the boss, say, yo, Kaim Paris, they're Dynamo Kiev. He may know.
No, sir.
He may know. So that, and I'm happy that you brought it up. Two things you have been talking about constantly that I'm happy that you touch on. One, improving the connectivity between the fans and the players, and two, and most importantly, community building in terms of building a community where, you know, everybody is interacting with each other, everybody is sharing with each other, learning from each other, supporting with each other together in unison. So that those 2 points I think are two very, very big points. All right. This next question now. This next question is a bit outside of your area of expertise. So it's, from a layman's perspective. And I should even say from a layman's perspective, more from a fan's perspective. Where do
Yeah,
you want both the JPL and the national programs in the future? From a general standpoint, outside of marketing, where do
okay.
you want to see both the JPL and the national teams?
I start with JFF. One, I want to see a very good youth program. I want what
Hold on the
I
boss, hold on the boss, hold on the boss. 1 second, them boss. Let me go for the clapping effect. Let me go for the clapping effect. Go for the clapping effect.
yeah,
Go
man.
through my boss.
Yeah, we need an
Go through.
excellent youth program
Yeah,
where we
man.
keep great academies from 6, 7, and we create what they call a game model, right? Which is from 7 team, we play the same type of football in this academy, right? So it is easy for them to transition from 7 to under 11 to under 14 to under 17 to under 20, under 21, 23 national team. And the game model is a style of play. So the Barcelona teams of these worlds, Ajax team is the same game model from year 7. So what happens now is if we create game models, we can have progressive football where no matter what time, it is the same. It's not just system of play. As somebody put, it's a system of play, meaning how you play the field. It is a whole preparation. It is the whole environment around playing football. It is the mentality. It's how you train. It's at some point. So some people think football is only about the technicality of the sport. There's a part about the sport that is mental, and we have to create that mentality of football from this age so that by the time they become 21, 22, they are marketable to be in the greatest leagues in the world. So first, youth team, game model, then exportable. We need all of our players to be exportable to go into systems across the world. And fourthly for me, is that we need partner clubs. This is my personal opinion. There are some clubs across the world that some country, if you can see,
Oh, so
Brazil.
hold on there. 1 second, my boss. Sorry for interrupt you. Boss, me know you want to, you probably don't want me interrupt you. Boss, hold on there, now, man. Clapping effect, my boss. Clapping effect, my boss. A big point that you just dropping at the gym. Regine, continue.
Yeah,
Continue.
partner clubs. Brazil have them send some player, the two centre back playing at the same national team, same club team. That's not by chance. Belgium had it at Tottenham for years, Alderweireld, Vertonghen. If you see it, centre back pairing happens all across the world. And they send them into certain clubs to play certain things. Why? Because the club matches the system that they play. So when these players play in these systems across the world, it works. But those are my personal dreams for the national team. But again, I'm not on that side of the sport of the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But it's
yeah,
as a fan,
yeah,
those are some things for me. I would dream to see.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, man.
And
And
I
that's
think
what I'm
from what
saying.
I'm seeing now, and what I'm seeing now, I hope, and the
Yeah,
discussions I'm hearing around me, those seems to be the
yeah,
the the goal and the objective as well.
yeah, yeah. All right. So we're not going to keep you much longer, but again, solid point. And again, to be fair, one thing you have to give Ruda Speed is credit and his props, and I've always given him his props where this is concerned.
Top
His
class,
work
top
as
class.
chairman of the technical committee is
top class.
Yeah, man. I've always given him his props, and even though him seem for things I'm gonna rate him, I'm gonna like him, I'm out to get him, but I've
They
always
all
given him his
all
props.
the YouTubers are out to get them
Are
because
out to get
rough. Rough. You know what them said to me? Yo, them man them are gonna beat you. That them say, you know? Them tell me from
yeah,
day one. So look out,
yeah.
I'm gonna beat you.
No man, that just keep you on your toes, my boss. I ensure say you get the work done, So I know nothing personal, my boss.
No man,
But
it's a passion
the
and
passion,
expectation. We have
and the
expectation.
passion,
And have expectation.
exactly.
Yeah, man.
Because we see the potential of the program. And again, man, may have to give you that speeding props because some recent announcements, like for instance, with the National Academy and them kind of stuff there, I know that those are initiatives of the technical committee. So, yes, Ruda Speed, may I give you props, my boss. May I give you props. I heard you touch on and we're winding down the interview. Not any questions left. This is really and truly just a conversation and some things that, from my perspective, I would like to see.
Love that. I would love that. I would
Exactly.
love. And I would and
So
just a caveat now, I would like a 2 minutes to the fans them can put in any little questions or any recommendation in the chat now so that we can all
yeah,
see. I am not only here to share, I'm also here to learn. So we welcome everybody. Comments and recommendations
yeah.
because we want to take them into consideration. So go ahead.
So guys, you guys hear that? You have any comments in the comment section? Drop them in the comment section, guys. Unfortunately, I don't currently have a calling system set up. I need to set up something, I swear. But a good while, I'm gonna do a live stream now, my boss.
That's fine.
Maybe a little rusty on it too, But not lie to you. But feel like rusty when it just that. But all right. I know that this is again outside of your area of expertise, but I heard you touch on it earlier. So it sounds like you have some influence where that is concerned, right? Boss, you need to talk to your friend them up at the JFF, and your virgin them up at the JFF need to fix the field them in a boss. The field them need to fix in a boss because that and I'm going to make a suggestion where that is concerned, because even though that is outside of your area of expertise, you're not a groundsman, obviously, but you talk about marketing the football, virgin brother. Let me tell you this: if you come up with some way, somehow, some solution to some feasible solution, sustainable solution to fixing the pitches, especially for the JPL, boss, are the biggest marketing strategy that you could have do for the JPL in a boss. Because that is the biggest issue with the JPL product in a boss.
First.
Now, my suggestion, my 2 cents from a layman's perspective, I hear the cry about resources, right? And resources being an issue. Like for instance, human resources, financial resources. I know water seems to be an issue as well. In the land of good water, water is an issue. But and you can give me your 2 cents and my 2 cents. I have been thinking this for quite some time, that it would be a good idea to centralize the grounds maintenance, so to speak. So for instance, I know you have regions now in the Jamaica's football is, for want of a better word, split up into different regions. And you could have a list of pitches in each region, and each region is tasked with maintaining these pitches and have one system, one structure, one operation in place, a centralized operation to maintain the respective pitches in their respective jurisdiction in their region. So instead of having each
club,
ground, each club, exactly, having its own water truck, having its own groundsman personnel, having its own this, having its own that. Each region have a team of groundsmen. Each region have a water truck, for instance, and the grounds in these respective regions are maintained. You know, that sound like a feasible.
Solid recommendation. I listened to you a while ago, and I'm saying to myself that is very, very feasible. So to go back and have the conversation to find which companies, I'm sure they are, because the golf courses across the island are pristine.
Jesus.
Right? I'm sure somebody have a formula to that. So maybe it's the golf course company if you call and say, yo, I manage football fields. But who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? And so let's see. It's a good recommendation. I really appreciate it. That technical, because football fields are technical experience. It's not water and cutting. It's a technical experience. So hopefully, maybe as well, maybe the people who do the golf course could maybe do that. Because I can tell you, golf courses, you never see them pitchy. So
never.
Somebody out there have the skill and the know-how, and hopefully with time, all players, play a part in achieving the field, fixing the field. I know that. And there are another big thing is lighting. So lighting and fields are two things, and stands.
Yeah.
Some people have good field, no stands. Some people have stands, no light. So it's an infrastructural thing, and hopefully with time, we'll get it right.
Shavan, they're overusing the pitches because there's few decent pitches in the country.
Correct.
No, and it's a solid point that Shavan raises.
No, it is.
The few good pitches in the country, it's being overused, so it turns bad pitches. It becomes a bad pitch.
Quick. There's not enough time to make the field heal, and because you have to play tomorrow, and there's a match again. So yeah, man, it's a solid opportunity, and we must fix it. And again, everything takes money, and for things to Jamaica need to change the culture, fix it first, and they will come. Or we are saying is come, and come in with us to fix it. Because it's because people are Jamaica Premier League, money is being reinvested in the product. The more people turn out, bigger the product has become. I don't know if people realize.
No, that's a very good talking point. Very good talking point. Yeah, man. I think the pitches and the condition of the pitches is one of the biggest issues with marketing. Because at the end of the day, people want to see a good product, and people don't want to see a football game. And I take your point. I take your point about come, don't wait till we fix it. We're going to try work on it and trying to fix it, but come first. I take your point.
Come, so we can fix it, because the money you want. If there's no money, that's the problem with like things like these. When you not come, stadium empty. Where JPL get money from? No more ticket sales, brother. So it's stadium. Or them go fix it. Or they won't fix the track. Or they won't fix the field. If there's no money, you understand what I'm saying? So it is very, 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 very important in terms of what is going to happen in these things. I see somebody here say, "How are you tracking campaign results?" Most of our campaigns are going to be measured in different ways. The broader campaign is going to be measured by sentiment of how people love it and stuff like that. But per match, ticket sales and comments and what you call sentiment analysis will be another piece, and the experience analysis. So we kind of break them up in parts. We want to check, did the people love the experience in our stadium? Are people talking about positive things about the game? And similarly, are people turning out? So for us, one of the greatest success is turnout. turnout and viewership.
Yeah.
If you watch it online
Yeah.
or you turn out in a stadium, you're part of the success. And if you
Yeah.
say good things, if you don't come, you don't watch it, you don't come at the stadium, say good things. That's our third point.
Yeah. Yeah. Final point on the pitches. I take your point and I agree with you and I sign up to that. But for some people, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, you know, some of the JPL game them kind of a bit difficult to watch, you know, simply because of the pitches. So if the product can be improved where that is, I'm telling you, if you improve the pitches, my boss, them are gonna build a statue for you somewhere, brother. Up St. Lucia Avenue, them going to put a statue. Them going to put a Conrad Matheson statue there, brother. If you can find a solution to them pitches, it could potentially revolutionize Jamaica's football in a massive, way, right?
I agree.
Stats and information.
Yeah, man.
For me, especially as a vlogger, is very important, and it's something that it's not readily available, and I don't even think for the most part it is inexistent as it pertains to the Jamaica Premier League, right? It's very difficult to track the Jamaica Premier League from an information standpoint, from a statistics standpoint,
and what exactly?
And marketing. I am no expert in marketing, but from a layman's perspective, given what I've heard the experts like yourself talk about, a major aspect of marketing is developing narratives and storylines of especially a product like football.
Right.
If stats and information can be one in existence and made available, easier accessible, much easier to access, I think it will play a massive role in marketing, developing storylines, and also narratives. What are your thoughts on that?
So tell me what are some of the things you want to see?
Like, for instance, okay, I can go online right now and I can find an individual player's match statistics for an English Premier League game. So, for instance, Leon Bailey would have played. He didn't play the last game. What was the game before the last game for Villa? I don't remember. Liverpool in the 3-3 draw. I can go online and find Leon Bailey's. One, I can find his heat map. And two, I can find his match statistics, how many passes, how many fouls, how many passes that went astray, his passing percentage, that sort of a thing. So collective stats and also individual stats and just information in general, like for instance, you see a baller out for some time in terms of not playing, and you don't know, you don't know what happened to the baller. Or transfers is another big thing, my boss. You just see a baller turn up our one club, and 4 matches into the season, you watch the game, and you say, wait. You say, wait. How that? At that club end, Shaquille Bradford. You say, wait, I'm on Pleasant Bradford, 4 or 5 games into the season, you just realize that. So information, so exactly. So for instance, I would love to be able to do a JPL transfer show, because in the past I have done Reggae Boyz transfer shows where I haven't done it in a while, but because the way I do it take a lot of research, and sometimes I just not have time. But whenever I can, I do Reggae Boyz transfer shows. So Reggae Boyz, Jamaican footballers overseas, who go where, the amount of time on the contract. If I sometimes I even find financials on the deal as well, etc., etc. I would love to be able to do a JPL show, a transfer show. I can't because the information on transfers is not readily accept. All halfway through the season, I mean, so for instance, a team's game that get televised for a while, halfway through the season before you realize that such baller make a move to such club.
Yeah, man.
So
But
I
they
think
did sign. I think somebody put it here. They did sign with a data company here recently. So I know the work is being done to get that up to scratch, but there are a lot of work for it to work. I think most of the games need to be televised for it to work. So more information.
Simon.
Yeah, man.
Got you. Sorry to cut you. What
Right.
you're
So
saying?
it is required. So the partnership started. Let's put it that way. So hopefully from there, from signing that initial deal, going forward, what happens is that maybe need to be promoted a little more so that vloggers and people and journalists like yourself can find it and use it, and we maybe have to make it known that that's where you need to go to get some of the information. So hopefully with time, that's where we have to we take it from there. But they did sign with an Italian company that provides scouting and match analysis and all of those data.
No, Conrad, I knew that, Conrad. But I'm talking about the access. Why Scout not cheap, my boss?
Okay,
Why
we get where you're
Scout
from.
price, my boss?
We get you. We get you.
Me I
We get
tell
you
you
now.
this straight.
We get you now.
The average man cannot and will not afford why Scout. Me I tell you that, my boss. For it don't make sense. I can access English Premier League stats for free. And I have to pay a trailer load of money for access JPL stats.
The thing with it is we have to start somewhere. You understand? We have to start.
Fair.
And instead of it was available at all, we say, all right, you get it from Y Scout if you're at some point. So initially, hopefully next season, and I'll make sure that's something what we can control or advocate for, is try to put more information on the website, because we are, we can lobby for that piece. So hopefully for the next season, we can lobby for put more information on the website for that. And also JFF will need to do the same.
Yeah. No, I think it is very important. Very important. Is it? Oh, I sent the link to a friend of the channel, right? As I said earlier, we're winding down now. Not going to keep you much longer. But are you okay? Is somebody who may have a lot of trust in, big supporter of the channel, a friend of the channel? Is it okay if him just come on and give him 2 cents?
Sure.
Just to close out?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So he should be on. I sent him the link. So he requested if he could just come on and give his 2 cents and talk to you quickly about one and two things very quickly. He's not going to take up much time. All right. Another suggestion that I have, right? Because a long time I want to get them things out of my chest in about.
That's how I said to myself, man, so many shows me do so far. 2 weeks and in 2 weeks this is my third show. In 2 weeks, third YouTube show, and I think I'm meeting every vlogger before June 6th. That's how committed I have been since I've joined. I said, man, I was a vlogger before June 6th because I want to make sure everybody chest clear up. Everybody chest clear up, because we have a new leaf time coming in. I don't come with no baggage. Me not have no problem. Vlogger not have no hatred. Nobody no hate me. Me not hate nobody. So it's clean leaf. And my plan is to be a partner with you guys. As I said earlier in the chat, that I am going to try to bring benefits to these channels. So if we're going to launch something, people are going to hear the launch through some of your channels. And at some point, if I'm going to change something, it's going to be through you guys. If there's going to be a ticket discount, it's going to be through your channels, because it is you guys that are going to do the job for us.
I'm going to help you guys.
Help you guys.
All right. the amount of work, where you have on your plate right now, my
Me
boss.
can do, me one can do.
The amount of work where me have compared to where you have as it pertains to the football, you have a lot more on your plate. But yeah, man, a long time I want to get them things off of my chest. So, me go get something else off of my chest now, boss.
Yeah, man.
You spoke earlier about building the experience of the actual game itself, right? One of the things, you spoke about watching the overseas competitions, the Champions League, etc., etc. And you see, for instance, the chanting in the stadiums, right? I was thinking, and again, you can give your 2 cents and my 2 cents. I was thinking, and I'm going to pick out one and two, people putting some things in the chat as well. I was thinking that it would be a good idea to strategically place, quote unquote, hype men in, for example, the national stadium, for them to spearhead, for them to lead the chanting, so to speak, and to galvanize and to drum up the chants in the national stadium. You can have national chants for the teams, and you can also have chants for individual players. Like, for instance, Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey has a Aston Villa chant. Leon Bailey, he comes from Jamaica. So I think that would go a long way, a far way in building the atmosphere and the vibe in the national stadium for the game. My 2 cents. What you think on my 2 cents, boss?
Stop reading my notes. I'm joking. But yeah. We want to do something like that. A team actually reached out to us. That said to us, "Yo, can we help with that? We have a marching band, we have a this, but we are planning something bigger. It's not just bring a marching band and make some noise. It's not that.
Yeah.
And not that are part of the experience, But we want something where you only Jamaica you can come. People must fly across the world to come to a Jamaica game. Not for the football. To come experience the chanting. So we use
Exactly.
we use Dortmund as an example. That, and I'm going to all of these stadiums. Dortmund, Boca Juniors, Liverpool, Real Madrid. We're going to all of these stadiums to watch and learn the experience, because we have to learn and apply the Jamaican touch to these experiences, because we want people to fly to Jamaica, diaspora and fans, say, I want to go home because I see the chanting and I see
Champs,
the
like for champs.
like for champs, because I work for champs. Remember me tell you me do champs,
Exactly.
I work, me execute. It's not
Ah.
new. I've been in the stadium
Exactly.
when Flo come
Yeah.
and create one little section and make up nice.
Mm.
I've been there when brands come in at the middle and dance, and there are about 30, 40 people and them dance. But we don't want 30, 40 people. We want about 1,000 people. And that section is the vibe section. And then they will bring an energy that you want to pay your money to go over the side. Wherever that side is, wherever it is, you want to carry your kids, you want to bring your families in that, because it's full of vibes. And that's something we look forward to.
I was very happy. Welcome to the stream, Shavan. I soon get to you. I was very happy when I was in the National Stadium and heard the band that if remember the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club, with the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club. They were the ones who put the band in the National Stadium, and I'm telling you, man, the atmosphere and the vibe that and by the way, big shout out to Kyle Wallace for that, who is a major part of the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club. The vibe from the band, the drums going the whole game.
Yeah, man.
It added a different dimension.
Yeah, man. We're in big contacts with that fan club right now, and
Mm,
we hope to do big
good, good.
partnership with them going forward. So look out for
Yeah.
that partnership as a major part of our planning, and we want to see where we go from here.
Yeah, man. Soup, pressure, pressure. Who under pressure? Tom Rep.
Yeah, man.
Him chant the here
Yeah,
in
man. Yeah,
the
man.
National Stadium, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
One final thing before me go to my boss, Shavan. One final thing on what, yo, you know how long me have this on my chest, brother? Brother, I years this step on my chest need to clear off on my chest, brother. When the national team plays overseas, right? For instance, at the Gold Cup, the support is scattered. People think that the support not there. The people are in the stadium, but it's scattered all over the stadium. When I watch English Premier League, whatever, you see all the fans of the away team in one little section group together. It helps the team because it makes the voice of the fans louder because they're not individuals now, they're grouped together as a collective, and it just improves the experience for the Jamaican fans, makes them want to turn out to the overseas games to support the national team, which will in turn more Jamaican fans in the stands will help the national team to perform better. Your 2 cents and my 2 cents, boss.
Boy, I tell you, this has been a very beautiful conversation to have with you because I like the thought process that you have been having because what you're saying now is a communication issue. 'Cause all that happens, is like the Reggae Boyz fan club and JFF would have a conversation, and all the fan clubs and the people, and communication would say, we are going to section B. That promotion would have happened, saying, overseas game, everybody who is going to Houston game, we are going to section B. Cause that is how the people are gonna know. If people just turn up at the game and not buy a ticket anywhere, me see. But if we say Jamaicans will be at section B, then everybody will know at section B. There's no advertising in it. They ever realize say no, they ever see that post on Liverpool page and not them page? Never. But them know. How them know? The fan groups.
Exactly.
Are the fan groups. And not the page and not the brand. That's what I'm saying. I have to make sure the communities are with us and not against us. Because if the communities are with us and it's properly organized, then we can say, guys, not tell nobody, because we don't want the away fans them. We don't want the home fans know so that we are do. Because we need to buy out some tickets to mash it up. If you understand the point. So we have to do it underground. So everything can publicize on Instagram. Section B, see you guys there. No, they think home team are going to see that and they'll say, let them go over there. Oh, it has to
mash it up.
You mash it up. So you guys have to have a relationship with the federation. And we take it from
Yeah. All right. We're winding down now, but long-time supporter and friend of the channel, Shavan, asked to just jump on stream to give his 2 cents and to chat with Conrad quickly. So Shavan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. It's been a while, my boss. A long time, for a TFS live stream. Always appreciate Formula do live stream them, my boss.
Yeah, bless up. Wait, are you guys hearing me clearly?
Yeah, man, loud and clear, man.
All right.
Through, my boss.
Well, Conrad knows me already. Conrad actually knows me already still because that Conrad was talking about. So it's not the community that Conrad was speaking about. I don't think it was Kyle. It was actually ours. This Reggae Boyz community. So it's something that we actually got the idea from Kyle Wallace itself because initially we thought that having two marching bands in the stadium would be better than one, but it worked out in the end that both us and Kyle's group could actually come together and actually find a piece or resolution that would actually make it beneficial for both of us. So firstly, Conrad, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to call you to talk about this, bro. Congratulations, bro. Congrats, bro. Like, I don't know, yesterday in the stadium, a little bit before the final whistle blew, I stood up and I had to just marvel at what you guys did at the National Stadium.
Real talk, man, real talk.
Before the final, I spoke with Andre Blake and I said, Blakey, from you playing for the national team, you ever see this before? And the look on him, the look that he had on his face, it was like, bro, never. I've never seen this for a national team yet. And honestly, it gave me goosebumps because I'm saying that it took Stream 2 years to accomplish this, to bring back the love of local football. So I want to see what they can do for the national team. Because as Formula said, I'm a City fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me? 4 in a row, isn't me?
Yeah.
So, but as what Formula said, I don't put nothing over Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
I don't put nothing over the Reggae Boyz. Nothing I don't put over. So I want to see that happen. I want to see what I saw yesterday on June 6th. It will be a challenge. I know it will be.
You see, if you expect yesterday at June 6th, you're setting yourself up for disaster.
Yeah, I know.
2 years. That is 2 years later. You understand what I say? That's after 2 years of no's and no, me know our work.
Yeah, believe me, I know, because
JPL foolishness and
no, I know, because I said Formula knows I've been doing some graphics for the JFF for some time now, for almost a year now, for like the squad announcement and stuff, and people start turning for me, so me a sell out, blah blah blah. So I know the resentment.
Welcome to my job.
I know the resentment that is there towards the JFF, but we all do it because we love it. We love our country. So we want to see our country improve. We're not going to bash it and not try to improve it. While we might criticize, we are trying to find solution in trying to have it better. So that was one of the reasons.
Decrease the criticism.
Exactly.
I'm saying decrease it for now.
Yeah.
And let's try to, like, Good News Jamaica does try to talk about
support time now, man.
Support
time.
Exactly.
Support time. Change the narrative. I was saying on a couple of interviews that Coventry went to a major game against Manchester United, and our player played in the game, and you fight and you work hard. Me not say nobody talk about it.
But exactly.
Me see players from the championship. Me see people qualify for the championship regularly, and nobody
is speaking of it. True.
You know what I say? Me see Bowser do well in the French league. Nobody not talk about it. So what happens is we are focused on one thing, and I'm telling every YouTuber. I run stream. So I understand journalism, and if you realize, stream don't do negative journalism, and we're still growing.
True.
We have never targeted a player, nor a coach, nor an administration. Never. We said that from day one. We will never challenge them. We only are going to talk good things. So we became different from most channels because we said all we're going to do is support the sport.
Support it, regardless of whatever.
We don't have there's enough negativity, and that's out there, that's available. And negativity sell, but guess what? Positivity build confidence. Positivity build pride, build fandom. Nobody goes to a bar cussing each other and call themselves fans. You find the pride first, and from the pride you start cuss. If you understand, but what we want is to get back pride. We don't have pride, we just a cuss. So let's get back to pride, and then in the pride we can cuss.
True.
And that's what me I try to get out to everybody. And if people say, "Oh, Conrad, you're so passionate," I said, I'm passionate about my country, and I have to help others develop. Don't become like some English club. You ever watch the media and some English coach and some coaches in England, them hear them. It have an effect, you know. It have an effect, you know. Them a human being, you know. If you wake up every morning and read negative things about yourself, you will question yourself.
Yeah, true.
If we really want to get these guys to the World Cup, Forget about that right now. And just cheer them on. Just cheer them on.
True.
What else we have to lose? Just cheer them on.
That's true. Like
what do we have to lose? This is our first chance to go with a relatively low bar. No Mexico, no Canada, no USA. The bar low, so. Do you know make up a nice and hurry up and qualify, man? Just quick. Just tap his
I'm not gonna lie, Conrad. I'm not gonna lie, Conrad. I was at once point I was extremely critical for them. I always criticize, but when you come to the realization, it doesn't really make sense because you saying that you're not going to support the team. You made a valid point. You shine away from the stadium, but then you complain to the JFF now the money. The JFF now the money because you're not got the stadium.
Correct. Come at the stadium and then cost them.
Exactly. Manchester United. Alright, I'm gonna throw a shade off of your club now. Manchester United now go on good, but them stadium ever ram.
80,000, 70,000 every week.
Arsenal win the Premier League for 20 years now. Yes, Arsenal fans may throw a dig. I don't know. 20 years and now win the Premier League, but guess what? On the stadium always ram.
And then tickets are most expensive.
Exactly.
So, when the ticket expensive and the people them still come.
Exactly.
Gunners are just gunners, brother.
I think we need to strike a balance, as what you're saying, Conrad. While we might not be fully happy with the federation, still send support the players. Because you're not going out there you're not supporting the federation. You're supporting the players. When Adamari Great jumps on a plane from Saudi Arabia to come here, that's a sacrifice that he has to make. When Mikel Antonio does it, it's a sacrifice. So the most we can do.
Some of them play with injury. Some of them come here on some injuries, We don't know that, because they can't take a pot. They fight for people,
So I mean, it's a good thing, and I'm really looking forward to see what you guys do. But we'll talk after the year. I'm gonna call you after. We have some stuff to discuss as well. But I love what I just wanted to come on with Conrad and just say, bro, yesterday I spoke with Yuan yesterday, and I told Yuan what I was looking for you, but I couldn't find you. Yeah, just to show you the amount of persons was there. I realized in 20,000 persons, it's not, brother, that's not a lot of people. That's not a small amount of people. Believe me.
No, not in a Jamaica context, no.
Exactly. It's a lot of persons.
JPL game, it's I don't think I've seen I can't tell when the last time.
It was
a major success. And I can see the work that has been putting into to build up to last night.
And I would like to say that, Paul and the whole team over there, Avery, Stephen, all of the people on the JPL team, I can tell you, straight up to the chairman, I can tell you, they have done a marvelous job, and we with them together has made it even better. You know what I mean? Because they did a very good footballing product. You understand? They made sure the football was great. I don't know if you see fans in the stands have this. They have bars. I see bars in a grandstand. People can go buy them liquor. I'm like, we don't see them something like VIP things. I say, wow, all different types of people in the stadium, not just hardcore football fans, but those regular people just come out like a Sunday evening vibe.
It was a family.
It was a family
event.
There was a lot of kids. We don't know if you see when the stage show go on.
Yeah, the kids. Even though I was upset about that, to be fair, I was a bit upset about that part.
But Jamaican people are going to try them luck. So me not run on the field, but send the kids, them now will kill them. So we try some unruly things under the cover. But again, we did an awesome job. I think the fans were amazing yesterday. In terms of turning out, waiting for an hour and a half to watch a full game. It was a beautiful experience, and I really think everybody will experience it and enjoy it in a significant way.
Good.
Yeah, man. I mean, the hope is that now that can translate from the playoffs and the finals to, match day every week at the respect in an ideal world at the home venues of the respective JPL.
And those clubs have work to do. You see, just like when JPL have full control, which is like playoffs straight up, you realize it's easy for us. Because we have the work. But when it's weekly, it's the clubs have to do the work. We don't touch it like that. We cannot just market the league during that time.
Yeah.
Clubs need to connect back with their communities. That is a critical part. And if they do that, they will get the turnout.
I think that's something that I think me and Formula, but I think that was the first ever conversation me and Formula had.
Shavan, I'm going to go down the road, you know.
I mean, no, but it just goes to show Formula. It just goes to show that it's a cycle, though.
Yeah.
I hope we don't run my half more to come back and have more discussion.
Yeah, man.
And as you can see, I'm passionate about this football. It's not a one thing. It's not a one sport.
Your background get dark, so we know you're passionate, brother.
Passionate about the football.
They are late, brother. They are late.
Formula.
Yo,
sit down and talk to Connor the other day for the first time.
Yeah.
And I can hear it in the man.
Yeah, man.
You can hear it in the man. The man, he wants this. Even though you hear him, I say no, it's going to be a challenge for full June 6. But no, say he might try. Everything. Yesterday at the game, you just see some little reggae boys pamphlet a pass around the stadium. But no, say do that.
Yeah.
But in my mind, he don't want to push himself. He don't want to look like him. You see me? But no,
he don't want to put out unrealistic expectations. Publish that and then,
But we're doing the work. That's all I can say.
Yeah, he's doing the work, and I have to applaud him. That's the main reason I wanted to come on. I didn't really have a question.
Respect.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna give Conrad his opportunity to give his final thoughts, but I'll just repeat this again. When I was watching the press conference, I saw a significant, noticeable rise in the energy levels of the press conference when Conrad Mattison was on the floor. When he took that microphone and started to speak, the energy levels just went up a couple notches. You could see. So I know the passion is there. See, Conrad, your final thoughts you want to share with us before we close out this interview.
Well, I just want to say to you before I jump out, is one, I want to say big up to your team and everybody, because I really want to make sure I say, one, I was really, really respectful of how professional the interview was with me today and the research preparation. I can feel the preparation in your interview. I just want to say, keep doing the work over years and next year at 10,000, 100,000 and whatever, because it is important. And that you guys like you don't lose the passion for things like this, because it go get hard. You know what I mean? But we love it sport, but necessarily journalism can get hard, you know what I mean? So I would just like to say, keep up the good work. I know the work because I do it myself. And I like the fact that you collaborate and you share the stage and you give up a good audience. So one love from me and from my team for say, happy to give us the opportunity to share our plans and our dreams. I'd like to thank the rest of the comments. I read everything. If you don't know if you realize me, I take notes about 2,000 times. I have everything here because, as I say, everything can execute one time. Shavan can tell you. Him call me and him share things and me say to him, say, yeah, but I can't do it yet. But hold on, this, because I try and make sure that I hear everything before I start make decisions. So at this point, I really, really just want to say thank you to your team and to the fans that are listening. That's very good for me. Currently now, on the next very big thing, as Shavan just said earlier, my ambition is for everybody to turn out to the game. And what I'm asking for everybody to do is June 6th, come out about 5 o'clock. Try see if we can give you some early entertainment. Try leave work, go straight to the National Stadium. When you get to the National Stadium, what we want you guys to do is come early from 5 o'clock. The game will be at 6:30, but we're going to try to make sure the gates are open maybe about 2 hours before. Bring some early entertainment so you can come and relax, have your seat, sit down, enjoy the games in the evening. And from there, we want to make sure it's going to come with the most vibes and energy. We want to know wear black and yellow. Everybody find a black shirt, find a yellow shirt, and forward at the game. Or you want everybody to just show up. As I said to persons maybe join a little late, we will be sending out a promo code for this channel. So it'll be the channel name. I'll send out all of that, and you guys will be able to use that and get a discount when you buy your tickets. We want everybody. We're gonna be sending around flyers, posters, things so people can post. So things like I'm going to the Jamaica game June 6th. We want people to post out on them stories. We will be doing that because we want people know, say you support it. I've bought my ticket kind of strategy already. We're gonna send out some of these to you, and you can drop them in a people WhatsApp group. We're gonna send you all the promotional flyers, posters, Instagram video. It won't only be on stream. So we're gonna send them out. We're packaging up everything now, and we'll be sending like an email to every YouTuber to say, put this out. Now I'm gonna ask the channel. If you don't see on this YouTube channel next week, somewhere on the graphic, Jamaica game June 6th, him not really love a game. If me must sip on this big red banner when me I see here, so if me not sip on it somewhere, me I tell you no say him no rate. If say him support the thing, even next time I see a video, I see on it at the corner, it said Jamaica match June 6th. That's it. Me don't need no more. Get your tickets, whatever. I don't know where more put, but promoting, using the channels as a major route of promoting the games. And anybody who do that, they're playing a part in pulling back Jamaica together. So all I would say to everybody, we love what you're doing. We love what the channel is doing here. We want back everybody to support Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls, and even the youth team. So just look out when the under 17 start playing, I will start pressure on again to come out for them too. So I don't know one thing, I know those Reggae Boys, and same when the Reggae Girls are coming, I'll come pressure on again to come out for the girls same way. So we love you know, and we just want to say hope for a collaboration. I ask your fans to share with you. And at some point, we may ask some of the YouTubers to come in for one session with me, a strategic session. If you have some conversations about strategy, but you would have to get your contributor gathering the thoughts of your channel to come share. So you come with 2 burning points on your chest, get them 20. And you come at the meeting and come with your 20, and then I can say, no, me fix that already, or me can't fix that game 1, can't fix that game 2. So know that your host will be a part of some key marketing discussions, if not for the first game, but for the Nation League game in September going forward, because it's too early for bringing it into the mix. No, but know that I will at least have one meeting before June 6th, at least closer to the last week, that I would want your host. So please send in the questions to him, pressure him. So you call candidate, you link with candidate, you get your ideas, to candidate, because we need my ideas to candidate. Get him, make him have him points. So when I call the meeting, he will be able to say, I have 15 points that I need addressed. Connect, share, and let me know. Everybody cool? So yeah, that is my What happened?
No, not till family knows I go pressure and come. I know why am I run from live stream?
Yeah, man, channel big, man.
We'll talk, man. We'll talk. But we'll talk about that. Yeah, man, but before we go, sensible opinions only. Me not tell Conrad no foolishness, you know, people. Better. Whatever recommendations you know make, ensure that it is sensible. See? With that being said, you know, it's time for us to go. You're unrespectful too. Me not go give no disrespectful recommendation, which is preceded by a cuss out before the actual recommendation to Conrad.
Yeah,
see? All right. It's time to get out of here now. We have kept Conrad long enough. Guys, thanks for the support. The support is very much appreciated. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. For many reasons, I'll talk to you guys about that and Shavan as well in the days and months and weeks to come. knock up the likes button, subscribe to the channel, share this live as well. All free and easy ways to support the channel. I want to thank Shavan for jumping on the live stream, and I want to thank our guest as well, Conrad Mattison from 876 Stream, for coming on and sharing, his grand master plan for Jamaica's football, both on a national level and also on the club level as well. A lot of the things that we heard were, if implemented, revolutionary to say the least, and will go a very long way in helping to change the direction of Jamaica's football for the better. So it was really good to hear that there are individuals behind the scenes actively working to implement these ideas, these plans, these strategies, etc., etc. With that being said, take care to everybody. Stay safe, and until next time.
Wonderful.